Have you ever had a deadline looming over your head, but instead of working on it, you found yourself doing something else? Maybe you checked your social media, watched some videos, or even cleaned your room. Anything but the task that you were supposed to do. If this sounds familiar, then congratulations, you are a human. And like most humans, you have probably experienced procrastination at some point in your life. Procrastination is the act of delaying or putting off tasks until the last minute, the I'll do it later syndrome. Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating world of procrastination. What makes us put things off until the very last minute, even when we know it's detrimental? Are we secretly thrill seekers addicted to the adrenaline rush of a tight deadline? Or could there be deeper psychological forces at play here? In this video, you will learn the answers to these questions and more. So if you're ready to stop wasting time and start achieving your goals, then keep watching. This video might be the best thing you do today. Now that you know what procrastination is and how common it is, you might be wondering why we do it. What are the psychological factors that make us delay or avoid tasks that we know we should be doing? Well, there is no simple answer to this question because different people procrastinate for different reasons. One reason why we sometimes procrastinate is because we have the fear of failure. This is when you procrastinate because you are afraid of the outcome of your task. You might think that you are not good enough or skilled enough to complete the task successfully. Worrying about others being judgmental towards you if you were to fail, and setting unrealistic expectations of yourself and your performance. By procrastinating, you avoid facing your fears and protect your self-esteem. Another reason could be a lack of motivation. Procrastination occurs when you delay a task due to a lack of compelling motivation or desire. It often stems from perceiving the task as dull or disconnected from your overarching goals and values. The absence of enticing rewards or incentives can diminish your drive to take action, leading you to opt for more enjoyable or gratifying activities instead. Sometimes we feel the need to procrastinate because we feel overwhelmed by the task at hand. This normally occurs when we feel that the task is either too big, too complex, or too difficult to handle. You might not know where to start, or you may have too many tasks to do at once and feel stressed or anxious about them. By procrastinating, you avoid dealing with the challenge and reduce your mental load. Have you ever wondered what goes on in your brain when you procrastinate? Why do you choose to do something else instead of the task that you know you should do? Is this just down to laziness, or is there something more complex and fascinating happening inside your head? Procrastination is not just a bad habit or a personality flaw. It is actually a result of how your brain is wired and how it responds to different situations. To understand this, we need to look at two parts of your brain that are involved in procrastination: the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. The limbic system is one of the oldest and most dominant parts of your brain. It is responsible for your emotions, impulses, and rewards. It prefers immediate gratification and avoids pain or discomfort. It is also the part of your brain that controls your survival instincts such as fight or flight. The prefrontal cortex is a newer and weaker part of your brain that allows you to plan, reason, and self-control. It can help you overcome your impulses and focus on long-term goals. It is also the part of your brain that makes you human, as it enables you to think critically, creatively, and morally. The prefrontal cortex is not fully developed until adulthood, which explains why teenagers often have difficulty controlling their impulses and emotions. Now imagine that you have a task that you need to do, which you don't feel like doing. This could include everyday examples like maybe writing a report or studying for an exam. When you're faced with a task that requires effort and doesn't promise immediate rewards, guess who usually wins this internal battle? Yep, you got it, the limbic system. The limbic system wants to avoid the task and seek pleasure, which is why you might find yourself procrastinating or getting distracted. The limbic system is stronger and faster than the prefrontal cortex, and it can easily hijack your attention and motivation. The prefrontal cortex, on the other hand, has a limited capacity and can get overwhelmed by too much information or stress. You might think that procrastination is harmless or even beneficial, as some people claim that they work better under pressure. But the truth is, procrastination can have serious consequences for your mental health and well-being. Procrastination is not just a matter of time management or motivation. It is also a matter of emotional regulation. When you procrastinate, you are avoiding or escaping from a task that triggers negative emotions such as boredom or worry. You are also seeking short-term relief or pleasure from doing something else that makes you feel good, but this relief or pleasure is only temporary and comes at a high cost. By delaying or ignoring your important tasks, you are creating more stress and anxiety for yourself in the long run. You may also undermine your self-esteem and self-confidence as you feel guilty or angry at yourself for wasting time and not fulfilling your obligations. As we've reached the end of our journey into the fascinating world of procrastination, our adventure doesn't end here. In fact, it's just the beginning. I challenge you to do one thing right now that will help you overcome your procrastination. It can be anything big or small, as long as it moves you closer to your goals. Maybe it's setting a SMART goal for yourself, or breaking down a task into smaller steps, or rewarding yourself for completing a task. Whatever it is, do it now. Don't wait for tomorrow or next week. Don't let your fears or excuses stop you, and remember, you are not alone in this struggle. You have the power and the potential to change your habits and your life. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave a comment below, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.